Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We are doing yet another Rainbow High doll ranking video. This time, as you can tell by the title of the video, we are covering all of the blue and green students of Rainbow High. Now, little bit of a disclaimer. I know Neon Shadow introduced two dolls that would technically be in this color spectrum, being Uma Van Hoos and Harley Limestone. I do not have any of the RainbowVision dolls, so they will be added to this series probably once we get like series 5 of Rainbow High, in which at that point I will redo the entire series. But yeah, that's my little disclaimer. Before we get into it, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe for more videos like this, as well as other things that I do on my channel like retrospectives and unboxings. Without further ado, you know how this works by now if you've seen the purple video, which if you haven't, I recommend go watching it. Let's get into it. What's this? Did I bait you with Skylar and then bring out Karma? Yes, because we're actually starting with the green students and then working our way through the blues. Now, Karma Nichols is the first of the green characters, being the bridge between green and yellow, and she is the chartreuse colored doll. Now, Karma is from Series 2. She is getting a junior high doll, but she's had no other releases, and she did not even receive a neck articulated batch, so she kind of got the short end of the stick. Anyway, I like Karma, I just don't like a lot of her fashion choices. It's a struggle to find an outfit that really works for her, and the fact that she doesn't have neck articulation just kind of doesn't really help her, even though she is the prettiest Series 2 doll, objectively. Anyway, that's Karma. Alrighty, now next in rainbow order is Jade Hunter. She was the Series 1 introduced character. She's had multiple releases. This is the only Jade that I have, being Winter Break, just because that was the most appealing Jade doll to me. Now, Jade is sort of like the all-encompassing green doll. She has various different shades of green. Some people like her, some people hate her. I share the same first name as her, so I have a little bit of a connection to her that not many other people would probably have. Although that connection also applies to Jade from Bratz. Anyway, that's Jade Hunter. Now the next doll in rainbow order is Series 3 darling Daphne Minton. Now, I do see some people say that they hate Daphne. Fortunately, those people are in the minority. Daphne is an absolute beauty. She probably has one of the prettiest face-ups in Rainbow High history, and I love her probably the most out of all of the Series 3 dolls. Like, she is my favorite. Anyway, Daphne is mint, and technically she is the bridge between green and blue, but also not really, because that applies to two other dolls in addition to her. She's just the first one in rainbow order. If we're going by rainbow order, this is where I would put River Kendall, but I did not like River Kendall enough to purchase him, and he wouldn't even rank in the bottom of this list. Like, he's below bottom tier in my personal opinion, and that's just because River was poorly executed. Anyway, the next doll in rainbow order after River is Jewel Richie. Now, y'all already know I love Jewel. She is, again, one of the prettiest Rainbow High dolls to ever exist. Like, luxury in doll form. She is luxurious. She is elegance. She is old Hollywood glamour and more. What's not to love here? I love her. She's perfect. She's amazing. She looks like Linda Evangelista. Okay, maybe not that last part, but you get my point. Jewel Richie, gorgeous. She is the emerald colored doll, and she was just introduced in Series 4, so she is currently available on store shelves too. Our first doll in the blue category is the dream herself, Robin Sterling. Now, I don't want to spoil the ranking at the end, but also I do want to let you know Robin ranks very high. Robin is one of my dream, like, aesthetics when it comes to dolls. Like, she is high glamour, she's cozy. one of my favorite aesthetics when it comes to dolls is like pajama lines, but specifically ones that feel right at home in like November and December. And it really helps me that I got Robin for Christmas. She was a Christmas gift from my mother, who I share a love of dolls with. My mom collects Barbie, um, but I love Robin so much. Like she she is so pretty. Like and that's honestly an understatement. Like words cannot describe how much I love this Tiffany blue little adorable bundle of pretty much everything that I want in a fashion doll. If she was a mermaid, it would be even better. But as far as like human characters go, Robin is absolute perfection in what I'm looking for a fashion doll. Anyway, I've spoken about her enough. It's time to move on to the next character. And all the way from PCH, it's the aquamarine girl, Halle Capri. Or is it Capri? I say Capri, just like Capri Sun, but other people have different opinions on how it's pronounced, and I genuinely do not know. Now, I love Halle. I love that she has Emmy's face sculpt. Just Halle has my favorite Pacific Coast face up, just in general, which is funny because when promo pictures of Pacific Coast leaked, Halle was my least favorite, but she ended up being the first doll that I got from PCH, and I actually found her early, like really early, right after Christmas, pretty much. I love her. She's so cute. I have two of her, another one that I've restyled in Shadow High clothes. She's off camera somewhere. I really think that Halle is probably one of the best shades of blue that the Rainbow High team has worked with. Like, there are shades of blue that definitely work in doll form a lot better than others, and Halle is one of them. Now it's time to move on to the next character. Series 1 introduced Skylar Bradshaw. Now, I did give her blue lipstick because I was not a fan of the shade of pink that she had. Plus, mine was a little faded. I got her on clearance at Target last July, I want to say. I've had her for about a year. She still has the old neck articulation, which is just the swivel. I love Skylar. I really want to get Winter Break Skylar, though, because, like, I don't know. As cute as this one is, I just feel like I can't bond with her as much because she's not capable of like posing the way the other Rainbow High dolls do, which is a little bit of a shame. She is still a very good blue doll, and I've always loved her hair blend. It really looks a lot more like the ocean than it does the sky. And we've yet to see like this particular shade of like phthalo blue on any other Rainbow High doll. Although it could potentially be in Uma's hair blend, I'm not sure. But Skylar, pretty okay. As far as the Series 1 girls go, she was definitely one of the better dolls, and I'm so happy that I have her. But without further ado, it's time to move on to the other blues. Because the next blue doll in Rainbow Order is Gabriella Isley. She is another doll from Series 3, which, by the way, is still on clearance at Target, I believe. Series 3 probably won't be on store shelves for a little bit longer. Just gonna throw that out there. Usually, fashion dolls, especially because they're seasonal releases, they have a shelf life of about 8 to 12, sometimes 13 months. But because of the supply chain shortage, a lot of the Rainbow High dolls have been on shelves for a lot longer than MGA probably would like. We probably wouldn't be as overwhelmed as we feel right now if there were not supply chain issues, because I guarantee you a lot of stuff would have gone on clearance a lot sooner. Anyway, Gabriella is, as her surname states, the ice-themed doll. I was not a fan of her when Series 3 first like revealed the promo pictures, but Gabriella ended up being one of the first Series 3 girls that I got, and that was really all it took for me to fall in love with her. I did repaint her lips because for some reason, like I see everybody else gets Gabby's with perfect lip screenings, but because I had mine on pre-order from Best Buy back when they were like first coming out, I didn't really get to like choose her in the store, and they ended up giving me one that had kind of like faded lips. Like they weren't misprinted, the paint was just barely noticeable to me. So I painted over them with a shade of blue that is ironically, the paint was called Iceberg Shimmer, and it works. it works for her. Gabriella is definitely, she doesn't get enough love. A lot of people like to hate on her. Um, but she is amazing, and she's underappreciated as far as the Series 3 dolls go. Without further ado, I keep saying that, but you guys know what I mean. It's time to move on to the next student. That happens to be Series 4 introduced absolute cutie, Coco Vanderbilt. Not Vanderbilt, not Vanderbilt, Balt. I see the hashtags get typos in them all the time on social media. It bothers me just a little bit. Like, come on. That's not her name. I love Coco. She is cobalt blue, which is another one of my favorite shades of blue. She is super saturated. Her hair, honestly, I feel like it breaks reality a little bit because it's just such a saturated shade of blue. I love her hair blend. I gave her some hand braided braids on her little pigtails. I do have dexterity issues, so obviously I wasn't going to be able to do it to like her entire head, but I was able to fit 9 on each pigtail, and that is an impressive feat for me enough in itself. I love her. She's motocross themed. That's something that a lot of people seem to hate about her. Again, the girls who get it, get it. The girls who don't. She's not for everybody, but she is for me, and I will defend her with my life. She is my tiny plastic daughter. If you say mean things about her, I will cry. Anyway, there's one more doll left in the blue color spectrum that I currently have, again, not counting Neon Shadow, and that would be Holly Devious. Technically, she's all-encompassing of all cool colors, but MGA, at least at the pop-up event, considers her the bridge between blue and purple, which I can kind of see, because the purple is mostly in her outfit, while the blue and green is definitely the majority of her hair blend. Now, wait, did I call her Laurel or Holly? I don't remember. She's a twin. She's one of the Rainbow High twins, and I've had her for a very long time. Would I consider getting a second one of her? Potentially. I do like her a lot. She is the prettier twin, in my opinion. Um, a lot of people kind of harp on her makeup choices, but I think the red lip really helps her sort of like pop. And overall, I don't have much to say about her negative wise. Like she's an okay Rainbow High doll in my opinion. She's very solid. I think what makes me like her more is the cartoon than the doll herself. But oh dear, I was about to rip her off her stand. Not what I want to do. That's about all I have to do in terms of like going over all of the dolls. Now it's time to get into my personal rankings, starting with the green. Wait, what arbitrary ranking are we doing? I think this time I want to go from, because I don't hate any of these dolls, I want to do it's a doll to it is the doll. That's how we're ranking them. Starting off the bottom of the barrel of, well, it's definitely a doll. It's Karma. I'm sorry. You guys probably saw this coming. It's from the fashion choices to the fact that she never got a variant with neck articulation. It's just, I'm sorry, Karma. You didn't get the luck of the draw. Now, next to her, I would probably put Holly again. She's definitely a doll. Animated series makes me love her more, but she's not like great in terms of, overall things. And after Holly, I'm gonna have to put Skylar. Now, if it were Winter Break Skylar, maybe she would rank higher, but Skylar herself, she's just not my favorite shade of blue. Like, I just happen to like other dolls more than her. After Skylar, then goes Jade, and this is no slight against Jade. It's just the other greens and the other blues kind of, well, blew her out of the water. After her, I'm going to have to put Gabriella. Again, overhated, underappreciated, but not as good as some of the other dolls. Hallie is going to have to be next. Again, one of my favorite shades of blue, but there just happen to be other dolls that were executed better than she was. We have made it to our top 4, and our top 4 consists of Daphne Minton, Again, she is one of the prettiest Series 3 dolls. She is gorgeous. She's ethereal. There's a reason Natasha Zima tries to copy what she has, and that is because she is absolute perfection. But not enough perfection to get into the top three. The top three, point blank, really hard for me to decide which ones of these was better than the other in a listing of third place to first place. But Coco gets to be third just because nothing personal, Coco. Other two dolls I just prefer a little bit more than her. Now Jewel gets to be in second place because, I mean, she is the moment. She is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. But, as I stated during Robin's segment, there is one doll that sort of blows all of them out of the water, and that would be Robin Sterling, because she just kind of is the all-encompassing everything that I look for when it comes to a fashion doll. Like, she is perfection. Literal perfection, Robin is. Anyway, that is all the time that I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. And I will see you all in the next one. Wave goodbye to the audience, Robin.